Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and I hope you're doing well. So in today's video I wanted to share kind of some questions that I've received through like Instagram, TikTok and YouTube on my apprenticeship, and I filmed one over a year ago, which is when I started, so around October 2019, and obviously I've completed it, and so I feel like I have a lot more knowledge about the apprenticeship and kind of can talk to you a bit more. So these questions I've kind of collated through on my phone, so yeah, I really hope you enjoy and let's get started. So the first question is, how exactly did you get the apprenticeship? I was in year 13 and I was applying for university, so around October, November everyone works on their personal statements, and whilst doing that I was also researching apprenticeships, but I wasn't heavily researching it, so I was kind of just like typing it in just to see what was out there. But for digital marketing at the time there was hardly anything, and so I kind of brushed it off. But then through a remarketing ad, White Hat, who are now called Multiverse, actually had an ad for a Google marketing apprenticeship, and so I saw it, and I had like a career plan of wanting to work at Google in the future when I was like 35, so I was like, this is a really cool way. It's digital marketing, that's exactly what I was looking for, kind of combining my passion of like being creative, also analysing data. And so I went onto the website and then kind of applied. You'll know about the process and stuff through other videos, and then started in October. But I will leave a link down below of all the different places of where you can find apprenticeships. I think there are 6 or 7 different places, or probably more now, to help you. The second question is, do you regret not going to uni? I literally cannot explain how happy I am that I chose this position. Like, when I was applying for universities, there were probably around 200 people in my year, and everyone was applying and I just went with it. But I think in the back of my head I knew that it wasn't right for me because I just wasn't putting as much effort into my personal statement. Yes, I went through and I worked my hardest to like kind of finalize it, but I know that when I want something I will put like literally 110% into it. And I was worried because I was going to uni for the wrong reasons. Like, I would have gone more for the social life, to be completely honest, and I just knew that if I went I would have regretted it. And my friends and I would all joke around saying that had I gone to Warwick I literally probably would have left within a week or two, because I just knew it wasn't my vibe. So definitely do not regret it, and I managed to get the social life pre-COVID with all the other apprentices, like my team and stuff, so really glad that I didn't go. And especially because my personality and like what I enjoy, like I really enjoy delivering impact, making a difference. I just felt for me studying for 3-4 years it would have not kind of suited my needs for that. So yeah. The next question is, what A levels did you take? So I took biology, psychology and economics. So they don't really relate to digital marketing. Well, economics and psychology do, like behavioural psychology was really fascinating and I really enjoyed that, and then economics as well. I guess it kind of leads to it, but that's what I kind of like. I took biology, it was so out of the blue, still regret it to this day, because the amount of pain I went through to get that A was insane. But I took them. But to get into digital marketing for A levels, you can be you can choose anything, to be completely honest, but for A levels just choose ones that you know you'll work hard for and that you'll enjoy. And the next question is, what are some of your main goals? This is going to sound really cringy, and I've spoken about this before I think, but honestly my main goal in life, like if I was to go from top to bottom, is to just be content and to be happy, because I know what it's like to be in kind of an environment where I'm not myself. So I think for me, as long as I'm in that happy environment, I feel like I can thrive. And I've seen that change from last year to this year, where I was probably not the best mentally during my apprenticeship from March to September, and then from September onwards it was just I was a different person, and so at least I know that. So if I was to do that, my main goal is there to just honestly be happy and thriving, and to obviously be healthy because of my condition obviously. But then in terms of a career goal, so you might have known from my previous videos that I recently announced that I got a full-time role at Google starting in April, and my dream was always to work at Google, so I'm very fortunate that I can work there at the moment. So I'm hoping to continue my journey at Google, at least for the next 3-4 years minimum, but who knows what will happen. But just keeping everything open. And for me, I love challenges in terms of like my career, so even within digital marketing I want to keep growing and developing, trying new things, making sure that I'm constantly learning. So yeah, that's something that I think I want to continue doing, and I know my new role will do that. So yeah, can't wait. The next question is, what's the one thing you change about apprenticeships? So to be honest, there are a few things. One of them is the stereotypes, and I think the perception is slowly changing, because when I was applying in 2019 the perception was so different. So I'm really glad that it's kind of changing at the moment, and people are believing in apprenticeships and believing the fact that they are successful, like, and that if you're smart you can't do an apprenticeship, like the two together. Like, I just don't like that, because I was told because of my A-level grades that I should go to Warwick or apply to Oxford or Cambridge the year after, or like go to university. But I'm like, why can't you do an apprenticeship if you get those grades? And like, why can't you go to university if you don't have the best grades? Like, they should all kind of be for everyone, and they should all make it accessible for everyone. And so I'm really glad that I can kind of help change that stereotype. And also I think the fact that it's just for certain fields, but now they're growing, so you can do so many apprenticeships and so many different career paths. So that's really amazing, and that's something that I hope will continue to change, and that more and more companies will take on apprentices, because they do make a difference. And I genuinely can say that, like, I wouldn't have said that a year ago, but from hearing from other people, like, as much as they learn from us, like, I've been told so many times, and I never really believed it, but we can really help them too, which is really good and nice. The next question is, should I apply in year 11, 12 or 13? So my tip is to apply, well, you can't really apply in year 12 because you will then end up starting in year 13. So if you're in year 11, you can apply for apprenticeships or BTEC courses when you finish your GCSEs, or in year 13 you can apply for apprenticeships. So you can apply for degree 1, a level 3 one, which is what I did. So it goes from level 3 to level 8, and so you can apply for whichever one suits what you want to do. The application processes vary. However, mine, I started in October, November. Some open in January and February for a September start, so just check the company sites as well to really help you. The next question is, what did you find hard about working from home? Oh, there were quite a few things, to be honest. I struggled a lot mentally with the fact that I was having to manage studying by myself but also working, and although I'm grateful that I had a lot of ownership on projects, which was really good in the experience, it was just a bit harder for me to balance that whilst just being in my room, like with my monitor and stuff, and not having the other apprentices on my team there. And I think missing out on the social life, because I didn't realise like the impact that had on me, just being next to my teammates, having lunch, breakfast, like sometimes dinner in the office. And the offices there are very kind of interactive and are made for having those social discussions, so I did miss that quite a lot. But I'm really glad that I was really close to quite a few of the apprentices, so we'd catch up every day. Even my team would have daily meetings and stuff just to keep that interaction. So there are ways around it, for sure. The next question is, how many apprenticeships did you apply for? So again, being really honest, I only applied for this Google one. However, I would obviously recommend to apply for more. On a personal reason, I couldn't apply for more because I was applying for universities. I was also quite ill around that October to December period, so I could not really do a lot of that. But try and apply to as many as you can. List all the companies you'd hope to work for in the future, see if they offer apprenticeships, see if they guarantee you a job, see if they don't, write out what grades you need, work out kind of when the application's open. That way you're organised, and you can do that using like Excel, Google spreadsheets, whatever's easier for you. And the last question for this one, I think I'm going to do like 2 or 3 videos because there are so many. So yeah, apologies about that, I just don't want to make it too long. Do you think doing an apprenticeship at the age of 23 or above is too late? And the answer is no. Oh my gosh, like I promise you, I literally, one of my best friends, he is slightly older than me, and he did an apprenticeship and has smashed it. And I think you can be at any age. Like, I know there are people who are even older doing an apprenticeship, and if it's right for you, then you should just go for it. Like university, you can go to uni at any age, so you can do an apprenticeship at any age, and as long as you're passionate, determined, you're never too old for anything. So if you are watching and you are worried, 110% apply to all your companies that you want to work for, because you never know, you could get it. So definitely go for that. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I might film a part 2 because I had another like 6 or 7, and I shall see you soon. Bye.